Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and welcome to another movie review. And today's movie that I'm going to review is I'm going to finish off the Spider-Man trilogy with the last movie in the trilogy, and that is Spider-Man 3. And of course, it stars Tobey Maguire, Kirsten Dunst, James Franco, Rosemary Harris, reprising their roles. And it also stars Thomas Haden Church and Topher Grace. And, of course, Sam Raimi came back and directed this movie. Now, Spider-Man 3, I think it's very underappreciated. I like the movie. It's a guilty pleasure. I don't love the movie, like, love it. But, it's watchable, though. And but basically what it's about is Peter Parker, played by Tobey Maguire, and he's a success with the Spider-Man thing. Like, everybody loves Spider-Man in this movie. When the movie starts, there's like Spider-Man merchandise and kids loving Spider-Man. And Peter Parker plans to propose to Mary Jane, played by Kirsten Dunst, and in this movie she made it to a Broadway musical, and Peter Parker goes and sees it. And you have also the symbiote comes down from space. It's like this black thing that moves, and it starts to take over Peter Parker, and he becomes Black Spidey right there. So you can see it. And, I like the Black Spidey suit, though. I think it looks cool. Then you have, Harry Osborn, fighting Peter Parker, and, Harry Osborn's the new Goblin. And something happens to him, which I'm gonna explain in my likes and dislikes about this movie. And you have the story of Gwen Stacy being introduced, which was way too early in the movie. They should have put her in Spider-Man 4, because they were gonna do Spider-Man 4, and there was all these problems with the script, and Sam Raimi didn't like it, and he kept on rewriting it, and he just signed off from doing a Spider-Man 4. Then you also have the Flint Marko, played by Thomas Haden Church, and he's an escaped prisoner, and he breaks out of jail to to help his daughter, who is sick, and he also has a wife. And so, he steals all this money to help cure his daughter. And while he's running from the cops, he falls into this pit full of sand. And he comes out as the Sandman. And then he starts to, fight Spider-Man and all that other stuff. And then you also have the storyline of Eddie Brock, who is played by Topher Grace, and who later becomes Venom, in the movie right here, when Peter Parker is trying to break off the Black Spidey suit. And that's basically it for the plot. And now I'm going to tell you my likes and dislikes, what I liked and what I didn't like about this movie. Also, I'm gonna save that, but I just wanted to say, when I first saw this movie, back when it came out in 2007, I actually liked it. I mean, I remember my dad downloaded it off of like a downloaded site. And it was in pretty good quality, and I liked it a lot. And when I rewatched it again about like 3 months ago when I got the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray set. I watched this. I can see why people don't like it, but yeah, it's got a lot of problems though. This movie, but but it was a success when it came out. It really was. People think it was a flop, but it was really a success when it came out in May of 2007. Made a lot of money. And now I'm going to talk about my likes and dislikes. What I liked about this movie is, these are my likes. What I liked is, I liked how the Sandman was created. Where Thomas Haden Church, like the Sandman, like rises up from all that sand. And I like the music to it in that scene. That was a really well done scene. And I heard it took them like 6 months just to do that scene. And it was really good. I like how I like the black Spidey suit also. I thought that looked, pretty cool. I also like the New Goblin suit, the Harry Osborn New Goblin suit, as you can see right there. Also, what I liked is, I know a lot of people complain about this scene, but I like the scene where Peter Parker's, when he becomes emo, he starts dancing on the sidewalk and going like that. Well, that gave me a good laugh. I know a lot of people hate that scene, but I found it funny. Also, these are my dislikes now. I didn't like how the way that they made Venom right there. He was only in the movie for like 20 minutes or 15 minutes, and they don't even say the name Venom. It's just a normal creature villain. Like, they don't even say the name Venom, and you hardly see Venom's face in the movie. You see it for like 2 seconds, and then it changes to Topher Grace's face all the time, which is kind of annoying. Because when this came out, when people saw the trailer and they saw that this black Spidey suit, they thought it was just going to be a Venom storyline throughout the whole movie. But, the fans were disappointed that it wasn't that, and, fans kind of felt cheated. And Sam Raimi wasn't originally going to use Venom in the movie, and he doesn't like the character. Doesn't like the Venom character, which he admitted in the interview. Also, I didn't like how James Franco's character, when he gets hit, when he was fighting Peter Parker, he gets amnesia and can't remember anything. Also, I didn't like how the way the butler comes in, and Harry Osborn's butler, he comes in and he says, "Oh, your father killed himself," or something like that. The blade pierced his body. The glider went into his body. When Harry Osborn knew that that Spider-Man was the one who killed his father. Also, I didn't like how the Uncle Ben killer, Sandman, admitted that he killed Uncle Ben when it really wasn't the robber who robbed the the money in the wrestling thing in that scene in the first movie. But the robber was an accomplice. But yes, so also I didn't like, there was too much crying in this movie. I know in the first movie I can understand that the reason why Peter Parker was crying because he lost his Uncle Ben, and it was a part of his family. And in the second movie there was not really that much crying, only in one scene. But in this movie there's a lot of people crying and bitching and moaning all in this movie. I mean, it's not like it's not like the first movie where, you know, where Peter Parker was crying. But in this movie, he cries a lot. He's like, ooh! He cries when, you know, Mary Jane breaks up with him. And he also cries when Harry dies. That's another thing I didn't like. I didn't like how the way they killed Harry off, Harry Osborn. And also how Gwen Stacy was, you know, going out with Harry in this movie. I didn't like also. But yeah, so give this movie a watch. I mean, it's watchable. It's not perfect. It's not great. But, you know, it's decent. It's okay. And this movie, I mean, this DVD has is the 1-disc edition. It has the postcard set and the Halloween Black Mask. I think this is a limited edition DVD because I don't know if this DVD has both of this stuff inside. But this DVD's special features has a filmmaker and cast commentaries, has bloopers, a Snow Patrol music video, and photo galleries. But if you have the 2-disc special edition, you get a lot more features, like a creation of a Sandman and a creation of Venom, and like behind the scenes or featurettes and all like that. So I say go for the 2-disc special edition if you want a lot more features. So yeah, so anyways, like I said, give this movie a watch. You know, it's not great, like I said, it's not perfect, but it's watchable. And, you know, I like it. It's a guilty pleasure, like I said. Anyway, so that's it for my review of Spider-Man 3 and, you know, the last review of my Spider-Man trilogy. So thank you all for watching, and, you know, I can't wait until the new Spider-Man movie comes out in July. Really excited for that. Hope Andrew Garfield does a great job as the new Peter Parker Spider-Man. So, yeah, and then you got the Lizard, who is going to be the villain in that movie, the main villain. So yeah, so I can't wait until July when that comes out. So anyways, thank you all for watching, and until the next video, I'll see you all later.